you don't vent as you feel. Process it before you express it, or else you will throw both the baby and the bathwater away. When growing up, I could not tell you so your mother's me. Straight up. I won't sugarcoat it, I won't make it nice, or some other guy come on your mother's me, I beg, shift down one side. If everyone goes about speaking their minds raw to each other, we will not talk to each other.
Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Wisdom Connect, the platform where we discuss about real life issues, always taking about our guiding principle. On this platform, we're very intentional, becoming the best version of ourselves. So join us, because it's going to be an amazing conversation, I tell you. And it's so interesting because I have 3 men in the studio, no lady with me. So guys, pray for me wherever you are because it's going to be hot. But yes, this is a platform where we learn, unlearn, and relearn. And it's a complete no critic zone. Would you say to yourself that you're emotionally aware? Just think about it for a second. Would you say you're emotionally aware?
Mm-hmm.
Are you very aware of your emotions?
I am.
Are you?
Certainly, definitely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you emotionally aware?
I am too. But I need to work on being more aware of other people's emotion. Because sometimes you can be so focused on yourself that you don't really know you're putting someone in pain or something else based on how you're acting.
I love that. I love that. Interesting. But can you give like any instance where, because of how aware you were of your emotions, you were able to act differently or do something differently and that helped you? Anybody?
Yeah. A number of times.
Okay,
I'm
what's
a
one?
billion of it, frankly speaking.
One is fine.
Whether from family or to friends or something. Again, this is where maturity came in. When I matured, I understood that you don't vent as you feel.
Okay.
You process it before you express it, or else you will throw both the baby and the bathwater away.
Okay.
So I had to learn how to talk. Now, when growing up, I could not tell you so your mother's me. Straight up.
Okay.
I won't sugarcoat it, I won't make it nice, or some other guy come on your mother's me, I beg, shift down one side. That was, again, remember I said I went to an all-boys primary, secondary school?
did.
So, but when I grew up, I would just, maybe now, I would pick a sweet out of my pocket, out of my bag. I'd just say, I think you should, take something. Or call you quietly at some corner and express it in a very nice way that you'll be grateful that I actually told you that. Now, that's the difference in taking cognizance of not hurting another person because you're trying to express yourself. Because if everyone goes about speaking their minds raw to each other, we will not talk to each other.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
We won't.
I agree.
And that's really important.
Interesting.
I like the fact that you said speaking your mind. I speak my mind, but there are ways to speak your mind
That's
to
right.
different people.
That's right.
That is mindfulness. When you know this is how to speak with this person. I know some person that I will talk to and they will just get angry immediately. They won't know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
You get. But that doesn't mean that we should bottle up those emotions because they are really valid.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I cannot, because I want to don't make you. The truth is bitter. I tell people.
Yeah.
There's no one that will feel really good when being corrected.
True.
So would you not say you will correct the person because they will not feel good?
Yeah.
No. We are in a world where people know what they are doing. I've said it. People know what they are doing.
So don't plan
But
and
do they
finish.
really know what they are doing?
You know why I say so?
Tell me.
We know when this is fire and this is water. When you
Some
tell
people
somebody,
don't know.
trust me.
Okay, you know what? Why I'm asking if you think they really know, because we have different nature, nurture, and culture.
Yeah.
We're groomed differently. We have different nurture as humans. You might think that they know, but in reality, they really
know.
might not.
Okay, so let me give you an instance.
That's what I think.
You
so.
do this to this very person, but you can't do it to this very person. And in my head, I'm like, so you know that this person will not take the nonsense you are serving. Then why are you serving it to this
Another
person?
person, yeah.
That's the context I mean. When I say people know what they are doing,
Okay.
then you now be like, this one no go even talk anything. Because he bottles his emotion. He's
Okay, so
not saying
let me
anything.
play devil's advocate. That same scenario you just gave. If I've been playing with Obasun in a particular way and I call him names and he just laughs about it and we all joke about it, but I've called your name one time or I played with you and then you give it to me straight up, but don't you ever, Rosemary, behave yourself, and we moved on. I might keep doing it to Obasun because he did not say anything and I thought it was fun.
Great.
Or I thought it was okay. Like, I'll give an example. I have a personal experience
I
with
hear
some
that.
of my bosses where sometimes they say things, to them it's fun, but to me, in my brain, I'm like, why would you say that to me? Like, why in God's name would you say that to me? But they will not say that to somebody else. But because I have not said anything, I'm just in my brain.
But
I'm speaking in my brain.
You don't like it, right?
I don't like it, but I'm saying it in my brain. So in their head, she's not complaining, so it's totally fine. I'm trying to play devil's advocate for that person that you're saying. They might know what they're doing.
So now the part of you say they know what they are doing. They are doing what they are doing because you are accepting it. You are not saying anything.
Yeah.
So exactly why I'm saying that mindfulness is not just knowing what to say or not saying what to say because you don't want the other person to feel bad. I'm saying that the more you don't say what you say, you keep getting pain because that very person is not aware of how you feel about it.
Very true.
That's
Very
why
true.
I'm saying in the place of mindfulness, there's also the place of saying it how you feel, but in a very presentable
diplomatic way, let's say.
Yeah, diplomacy has levels right now because in Nigeria, the level of diplomacy is if I want to say you are dirty, calm down. There are some people that you say, please, you write a paper, you write a note, they are not getting it.
Yeah, until
you tell them as they ought.
You sit them down and
I'm telling you, I've seen people like that.
Yeah.
You even write, you even whisper, you send a voice note, you give them the switch
You
you're
know
talking
what?
about.
But
They'll
guys-
lick it and they are done with it.
Sure.
I'm
Have
continuing.
you ever been in a moment because when you're saying what you're saying just reminds me because that has happened to me. You know, I remember if you remember what I was saying earlier, I was saying that I was known as when I was in school.
Yeah,
I
sure.
was a crybaby. I would always cry, right? And
Never
What-
seen you cry because we're in different
because
classes.
you're in science class, I was in
Yeah.
arts, commercial and art. But
And you never got into trouble, so I never
Yeah.
flogged you in the assembly, so I never got there.
It was a good girl all through.
they did one time. Okay, let's just leave that.
Yeah.
But really, this is where I'm going to. You know how you've kept so much emotions inside. You're keeping it. It's happening. You're not expressing it. You're just shoving it, and then the most irrelevant thing just happened, and voila, you just bust. Has that happened to anybody?
That's my
Or
dad.
it's just me? Like you've been bottling up the emotions. You've not expressed it.
For this one person, or you
No, in
express it
general,
for
like you've been
somebody else?
bottling up a lot of emotions.
No, let's
like,
not. For instance, he's the one been hurting me. You know, at the bottle and keep at the keep. Then he just did something that didn't warrant, and I'm lashing on him. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's funny. I
That's
didn't
one
think about
time.
that, but that's one aspect. I'm thinking about life in general. How
Okay.
you've been going through a lot of things. Like life has been life in different directions.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
come here. You're just holding it together. You know, I'm Jaycee. I'm Jaycee talks, and I have to,
It's
and I
never.
have to represent in that.
never-
But
it's-
then one day,
Yeah, it just blows
maybe
up.
it's one bird that just died.
Right, something very flimsy.
unrelated, almost irrelevant, and voila, you're just there.
It's not happened to me before. Again, that's where maturity comes in.
Do you think it's a maturity thing?
Yes, it is. It is. Well, for me, as you grow older, especially when you're somebody who is taking responsibility, it for want of a better word, you begin to compartmentalize your actions and your activities. And so you know when to do what or to express something. If you get me angry, there's nothing on earth that you would then do to make me carry your anger, go to
pass
give
it on
another
to
person.
someone else, yeah.
Never. I will never do that. If I'm angry, if I'm bottling up for you, I would keep it to vent it on you one day, if at all I have to bottle it up to that point.
I feel
But then
like-
I will pass aggression from you to you. No.
Yeah.
That's where maturity comes in.
JC, I think we need to take a course with Nelson. What do you think? Where he's teaching us how he keeps this emotion.
Because in being real, you know how have you heard people say, I'm having a bad day? Your boss has been getting you angry, and you come to the office, you're like, guys, I'm having a bad day. You have said you're having a bad day, and someone comes and is tweaking you.
What if the
and-
person didn't hear you when you said you had a bad day?
One.
One, let's assume the person didn't hear you, or let's say the person heard you, right? The person is doing it to you. There's no how you won't pass that thing to that person.
True.
You cannot
What do
say.
you think?
There's no how because that it's like a tap.
Yeah.
You just need, like you have a swollen boil. You just need it
So,
to spill it.
bottom line,
Yeah.
JC, you're justifying transferring aggression.
Blowing up.
I'm not. There are circumstances where this happens, where you are saying, I'm having a bad day. This is how I process things. Like, if I'm not having a good day, especially when, okay, you're on the radio and you have a co-host, and I'm like, today is not really good, though. My co-host knows how not to play with me unnecessarily because I've already said that I'm having a bad day. And that's why I said I was taught to express how you feel per time. So you don't gets people confused.
Right.
You get, if I
right.
don't love you, I'll tell you I don't love you. If I like you, I'll tell you I like you. That's one good thing about, I don't want to be tribalistic, but you see the Northerners, if they don't like you, they'll tell you they
play
don't
with
like
you.
you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I wish we can get to the points where we are honest about how we feel about
I
people.
think so.
If I don't
think
like this
so.
person, we can work together, but there's boundaries that you shouldn't cross simply because I don't like you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Then
interesting.
touching-
I agree
Trying to
on
say
that.
something, yeah.
Yeah, touching the points that I made. I think it's based on personality as well. Everyone has their own personality.
I agree.
Okay.
Like the one we are discussing right now is something that is not my personality at all. Because I would never make the miscalculation that someone that did not do anything particular to me, I will now transfer the anger to
aggression,
another
yeah.
person. And sometimes when I come across people like that, I feel like those are the ones that have anger issues.
Right. You
Because-
might think they have anger issues, but going back to going back to what Jaycee said about the fact that you've bottled up so much and you're trying to put it together.
And that's an
You're-
issue.
You're holding your
You're supposed to solve it.
No,
You're not supposed to
what
transfer
are
it to someone else.
Okay.
To me,
You
that's what I
bottle
think.
up something like, because he started by saying you want to play matured. You're like, something has been going on in the office, because you're like, if I want to spill everything, things will scatter. Let me just allow it slide. It's just part of the process.
Like the topic says, your emotions aren't foolish. Like the way you feel is not
Yeah,
a
I did
foolish
see
thing.
that.
Like you're justified to feel the way you feel. How you react is a different conversation entirely.
That's what we're talking about.
But the feeling itself is justified.
You can have your feeling, but hello, your feeling has to have a boundary for it.
That's
Yeah,
you,
and
which is good, right? Go ahead.
It's supposed to be your feeling. You're not supposed to like
Pass it to somebody else.
put that pain onto someone
okay,
else.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay. What emotions would you say you struggle with the most? I'll give you options.
Yeah.
Anger, fear, sadness, or anxiety. What do you think you struggle with the most?
Personally, I think it's anxiety. I don't fear nothing.
He doesn't fear anything, guys. What do you think? What would you say you struggle with the most?
Fear.
Fear.
I'm kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding.
not fear. I think it's anger,
Okay.
because I see that we have so many bad behavioral traits everywhere.
Okay.
We just experienced that a few days ago. We have people badly behaved. Honestly.
I like how he's coining all the
You
experience
know,
on
they
the
don't want
bad
some
behavior.
Because the thing is, that there are some things that growing up, they've told you this is this, this is that.
Yeah.
We know left from right, honestly. And then you keep doing it. And then you are like, no judge me, no really judge me.
That's why I'm
That's why I be,
That statement have a problem with, but we'll go into that later. Go ahead.
no judgment. I won't judge you. We said your feelings are valid, but they might not be rational.
Okay, so one thing you say you struggle with is anger.
Yes.
And you have your justification for that.
No. Yes.
It makes sense.
Justification for
So
it.
what would you say you struggle with? What's the one
First
thing?
of all, when you keep saying your feelings are valid, the thing that always ring in my mind is like, yeah, they're valid for you, but not for me, bro. Like, I don't have to accept
That's
it.
why I said your feelings are valid, but they might not be rational.
Right.
But valid just for you.
Yeah.
I don't have to like accept it. Like,
Rationality
Yeah, yeah,
is when
sure.
you are like thinking
You don't
about
actually
it,
have
but
to.
it's
You don't
valid.
actually have to accept it.
yeah, I
but-
can like subtract myself from the situation and like live in your feelings.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, I think one thing I would say that I struggle with has to be anxiety. Right? You know how you're trusting God. I want to be patient. I want to be patient. Like, fruit of the spirit and all of that. Be anxious for that. You have to remind yourself. I am
Chill.
typically the person that is very impatient. When I want things done, I want it. If you don't do it, I'll do it. I don't have time to waste. My brothers will give you 1 million times. You know what I mean? So I am not someone that would say I like to wait. You know what I mean? Like, is this how it should be done? Can we just follow it like this? You know what I mean? Like, can I just do this thing? So, but when you're waiting, I don't want to go spiritual or anything, but
Yeah,
when you're waiting on God for this and for
yeah.
anything, you know what I mean? When you're praying for something, you want to move to the next phase in your life, you're here. It's not time. Time don't reach and make you move to the next level.
yeah.
And sometimes you're like, I've done everything that I should do, and then it's not happening. It can be a bit.
Yeah.
So I think so. So this is one question I think that people should just go back, think about. What's that one thing that you say, I kind of struggle with this thing? Because the first thing to solving a problem is identifying it in the first place. Because if you don't know it, how do you get to solve it? Right? So that's why I wanted also, just think inward. I'm like, okay, what's this thing? So now you know, okay, I struggle with this thing.
Yeah.
And what are you doing?
I feel like I need to open up as well. Mine is the fear of missing out.
Okay.
Like, because I tend to over-calculate things, and I say, but if I commit to this one, I'm missing out of that one.
Right.
And that makes it to be really, really bad, because you have to like stay committed to something in order to achieve it. So once you have like made that choice, you have to like be fully committed.
Committed to
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Interesting.
Not in
Like-
girls, so in other projects. Fear of missing out other projects.
Not bad,
If now, if now, yes, not bad. Though.
Sometimes happen with stocks. I say,
Yeah, I get you.
This
I get
100,
you,
if I put
get
it
you.
here, maybe I could have put it on the other
Yeah,
side.
yeah. You know when you're doing those
Yeah,
calculations here and there.
Exactly.
But yeah, I like that we did that. But really, I think it's something that sometimes, because life is a lifelong journey, like we're always learning, right? That you never stop learning until you die, if you feel me. So I feel like if there's anything we do here on Wisdom Connect, is that we're intentional about growth. Like, be the best version of yourself every day. Like, we're open to learning, unlearning, and relearning, right? You know. So that when I said that is because I'm not trying to know your deepest secrets, or try to talk you down, in public. No, it's more like, let's be honest with ourselves, because that's the first step to solving any issue.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so moving on from my motivational,
Yeah.
rant. So, like, have you felt overwhelmed? Like, do you feel overwhelmed sometimes with work, with life? Like, do you feel overwhelmed sometimes? Do you feel like, have you heard
Like,
the
who
saying?
doesn't?
Have you heard the
That's
saying
right.
that nobody told us what adulting was about?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that kind of saying before? Like, I was not aware. Have you ever heard that?
I wasn't
Yeah.
told. I wasn't informed.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody feels overwhelmed at one point or the other. For me, I'm a giver. I'm a huge giver.
Okay, when you say giver, what do you mean by giver?
I give everything: money, clothes, shoes.
Oh, nice. So you
you
can
know,
just okay.
Get the red
moving on.
card.
So, and some persons who are a bit close to me or who know me from family out, they know I do that.
Okay.
And so, I mean, I can show you lots of messages, this, that.
Yeah, Odogu now, what do you
Sometimes
expect?
you are overwhelmed with, and they think you always have it.
Yeah.
You know,
that's true.
and if you don't meet that expectation per that time, they kind of think say they do, you are trying to, whatever to them. And so sometimes I can be overwhelmed with the myriad of expectations, financial expectations from different quarters and corners. And I'm like, okay, how do I meet all this? And I want to meet it, but I'm not fit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to check all what's available and attend to whoever I can attend to per time. So, yeah.
So basically, what you're saying is you've been able to, for lack of a better word, figure out how to deal with any overwhelming feeling that comes your way. Basically, is what you're saying. So you're able to ration. Okay, what's important? What should I attend to first? Or should I not attend to first? Which was my next question, really. Which is, you feeling overwhelmed? How exactly do you react to that overwhelming feeling? What do you do when you feel overwhelmed?
I talk to people
Okay.
or someone.
Okay.
I either want to see a movie
Okay.
or whilst in a conversation, there's always a message through somebody. Mine was my boss 2 days ago. So my birthday will be in the next few days.
No, happy birthday.
So whenever it's time, I
you
always...
can't go party, have you?
Oh, really? You be the giver now.
Okay.
I just said it because
Yeah.
I know Dogu Parara will do something.
Right.
So I was overwhelmed because as a broadcaster that started before the crop of podcasters we are having these days, and then I've seen me go through the process, teach some people, and I'm coming to Lagos and I see them doing well and they're not even saying hi to you because they feel they're off that radar.
Right.
I was just thinking, I should just go and, do one thing like this and boom, my name is everywhere.
Yeah.
Whilst I was saying that, I was telling myself, God, I need it better, I need it bigger. It's almost time, 2 days later, my boss was just like gisting also. Before he started talking about how people do things for fame, the things people have done. I didn't even know who told him. This one, do you get?
Yeah.
So whilst he was saying it, say, na time, once your time reach, nobody go fit stop him. I was just saying it.
True.
Then when I got back to the studio, I was like, who tell this man? Say, I tell Holy Spirit to the gospel.
To the gospel.
Do you get? So
Love
I just
it.
know that if you have this close relationship. I don't want to be spiritual, but
okay.
that's what
It's
it
okay.
is.
It's okay.
Have a close relationship with your maker. I know how he works with you. So I have conversations and I open the inner ears to know what God is saying through that person per time.
So you're able to identify and
Yeah.
discern. Okay, this word that is coming now is
It's
for
for
me.
me. Yeah.
Interesting. So what do you do when you're overwhelmed?
It's funny because I had this discussion as well with my tailor. I'm a tailor that also
That made nice outfit, by the way.
I love it.
tailor, yeah. And the tailor is spelled English, not US version. So the tailor is with the I, not with the
Okay, I
W.
see you're doing
Yeah,
for your tailor, but it's
No,
okay.
like just to give the same answer I give to him, I hide though. If somebody is overwhelming me, I'll just distance myself. I hide.
Right.
I'll not allow anyone's trouble to like put me in a sad mood. So even sometimes when the call comes, if in that moment I can't take it because I'm overwhelmed,
Right.
I stay aside. Then when I've regathered myself, I reappear.
Then you go back to it.
Yeah, and we solve the issue.
Interesting. That's
You
interesting.
know, also I think, see, as you grow, you
I
just
like how you're talking about growth.
you just
As you
realize that it's
grow.
not everything. You can't fight everything at the same time.
Yeah.
You just let things matter be, make it be.
Yeah.
It will solve when it wants to solve itself. So instead of putting yourself in the center of pressure where you need to do everything at the same time, just chill off. I mean, I was like that. I was jack of all trade.
Okay.
I handled everything.
But you know, there are times that
But
you're
as
not
you-
putting yourself there. The things just come. They just hit you.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as if I agree with you, but as I began to understood that, look, it's not about the complexities of your effort or your energy or your strength that really gets these things going.
Done. Right.
Do per time what you're able to deliver. And that
Right.
way my head begin to calm down. No? So when not, I had a chat with Charlie Boy sometime, and then I asked him, I said he's 60 plus, 70 plus now, sorry. And then I asked him, I said, how are you able to keep up with this area father matter where they handle up and down? And then he said to me, now I'm older. The things I wanted to do, I can't do any longer because when I want something, my leg will do kaka or my waist will do kuku. And so I realized that with age comes determining what is most important to do per time. When I had that wisdom, it helped me I think I was in my early 30s or thereabout or late 20s when he told me that. I realized that, okay, Oga, now, in the prime of your much energy, what are the most important things in your life that you need to put your all into? Instead of trying to do 100 and not really achieving a goal or a mark on, put a few things in front of you
Like
and
prioritize.
put
What's
your
more
entire
important?
energy to that thing and
Right.
pursue it until you get a mark on it. Then we can, be going to
Interesting.
every, and that's how I live.
Like I always say, if you've watched until now, you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying till now. I know you enjoyed the conversation. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation, and I was learning and unlearning and relearning like you were as well. I believe you were. So please like, follow, subscribe, and share our content. People need to hear this. What do you think? I think so. So God bless you and see you soon.